All right, we're back, brethren. Um, so I want to talk about torture, and I don't like the AI as soon as you look it up on Google. I'm trying to go to the Hebrew lexicon, word tortured, but we're just going to start here. The thesaurus.com, so I could look at the tortured page. As in tormented, it's a verb. As in persecuted, as in distorted, but also, the AI, how it comes up automatically, describing physical pain, mental anguish, or a distorted object. The best synonym for tortured will vary, right? Now, when I looked it up as a tormented word in Hebrew, it depends on whether you're referring to a noun or a verb. So noun would be like that suffering, and verb would be the torture. So it would be a actual physical mistreatment, which would be the person, place, or thing, that noun, and then the verb, the action, would be the anguish, which would be actually physically doing it, like down here. Let's say if they were to torture someone, it would be it would cause screaming, it would cause extreme pain. Your body would go into a panic attack, right? Fight or flight. It would be the action of it. It would be the anguish and transparency of hurt, right? Pain. So I'm in 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Examine yourself after the Lord's Prayer. So after Yahushua had the Passover, and this is not in John during that time with the Passover, but it's talking about the institution of the Lord's Prayer and examining yourself on judgment, who you eat with, who you sit with, what cup you drink from. And I'm going to get into that into another video where I'm talking to you face to face on camera. But the reason why I'm studying this right now is because the examining yourself correlates with spiritual gifts in chapter 12 of 1 Corinthians, and the torture of what Yahushua went through. He was tortured, beaten, and no one who was against him examined themselves, right? They had a mental blockage, mental anguish. Their torment was mental and emotional, a spiritual void. They were torturing Yahusha, right? And so when I've been talking about the weakened, fragmented heart, I'm going to get more into that when I speak to you soon. But I wanted to just talk about this for a moment, because it says it depends on whether you're referring to a noun or a verb. Many people are torturing themselves in this world right now with their wicked heart. They won't do a self-examination. They won't allow themselves to come out of, excuse me, I'm turning off the air purifier by my desk here. They're not allowing themselves to examine their heart condition and examine what love truly is. Love is not just kindness and imaginative care for someone, right? What you imagine that they're going to care for you if you care for them. But it is also discipline. It's also examining the heart condition, the condition of the heart, okay? Which has a vein all the way up through the back of your spine, up to your spinal cord, through your brain, in the back where your pineal gland is. And your cortex allows you to have a muscle, right? That's like the frequency of how your brain expands and enlarges when it gets more understanding, when it gets more wisdom, like where you're getting more knowledge in your brain. You're reading, you're studying. And so the torment can come from just constant mental anguish, because a hurt heart hurts someone else, but a heart that is healed has been hurt by someone who has hurt their heart. And so I want to get into that as well. It is time for everyone to decide what table they are sitting at, who they worship, who they will walk alongside through this narrow path, who they are serving, who they care for, who they will leave behind, and who they will keep close to them. Love nurtures in truth. It bears all things. And the fruitages of the Spirit keep us from mental anguish. It keeps us from not having that torment. And in that respect, we do not torture another. We don't torture our neighbor. We don't torture someone else. And I want to get more into that. We don't torture someone else. That's the important part of it. Someone torturing their own mind by prolonging what is inevitable, which is hell, which is inevitable, the dark abyss with Satan. They're just torturing their mind, and they're suffering even longer. And the quicker that Yahuah's children face the truth on who and where and when and why, the quicker the separation can cause us as wheat, barley, to produce good fruits, not just in ourselves, our children, our family, but outwardly, so that we can get on with this wicked kingdom going bye-bye, the Babylon the Great, and bringing in the kingdom of Yahuah. Hallelujah.